And Mary Elizabeth is directing me through the glass, right? So if you're me, Mary Elizabeth's going, okay, we got the next line. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna do the next. Okay. So yeah, that was probably the silliest thing.
My second question I think about is actually more of a request. I'll make this quick. My friend and I are not only big fans of your roles in Hellsing, but also as well as one of the characters that you do that probably has some of the best friggin' one-liners we've ever had, Keon. And
Keon from Haruhi?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were wondering if you could do for us in Keon's voice, Supersize Me.
Just to let you know, that was also one of my lines. Because when on the page it said something like, they're huge. And I was like, oh, we can do better than that. They're huge? Give me a break. So it was like, beep, 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 supersize me.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Have a great day.
Take care.
Has there ever been a moment where you either wished you had auditioned for a different character or just hadn't auditioned at all?
There's no time, I think, where I wish I hadn't auditioned at all. But there's certainly, when I auditioned for Wolf's Rain, the character that I most identified with and the character that I initially wanted to play was Kiba. It was not Sume. But when I got in there and I recorded Kiba and I did a very good job, then they gave me the Sume lines and I read Sume and I went, yeah. I'm gonna get cast as Sume. You know, because for me, it's much more important to be well cast. It is no fun being miscast in a character because it means no matter how good an actor you are, you can't win. And that really sucks. That's a horrible, horrible feeling. And I've been cast and then uncast, like fired from 2 different voiceover gigs when I first got to LA. And that was really rough. I do not wish that on anyone. So I would much rather be properly cast as a character than cast as a character I like. And so even though I may, in my personal life, identify more with Kiba, as an actor, I understand that it's better to cast me as Sume, that's going to work better in the whole show. So I would much rather play Sume who matches me than some character that doesn't.
Thank you.
You bet.
I have 2 questions for you. My first question is, you were Tamahome in Shigeyuki, correct?
No.
Oh, you weren't, okay.
No, that was long before I got involved in anime.
Okay.
When was that dub done?
Man, I can't remember.
Long time
That was
ago.
the first ones I had.
No, not me.
My second question was, you've talked about the roles that really hurt your voice, and so we've covered that. But I was wondering, what was your most challenging role you had to do that did not hurt your voice, that was just kind of, I guess, difficult, or you had to think of how to do it?
Frankly, probably Alucard. Yeah, I mean, Alucard is great to play, but man, is he a challenge. Because he has to be so huge. And in order to get that sort of really low rumble, I have to be incredibly relaxed. Like, if there's any tension at all, then I can't get that sort of, that I can't do it now because this room is really air conditioned and I'm already starting to my muscles are starting to tighten up, like my fingers are cold. So I could not do Alucard right now. I'd have to go and like relax and do deep breathing and he has to be that relaxed and then he has to rip people's heads off. You know? So it's always this balance between, you know, sort of the crazy Cthulhu stuff that he does, and the fact that he has to be this, you know, deep dark sort of sound like this, you know. And so that's Alucard's probably the biggest challenge.
That was actually my guess. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You bet.
Hi.
Hi.
My alias is Makoto Elena, and
Hajimemashite.
okay. I have 2 questions.
Okay.
Actually, technically it would be 3. I'm kind of related to it. Have you been following the Naruto Shippuden series, like mangaka?
No, I haven't been following the manga. And the reason is that usually the manga is different from the anime, and if I'm going to study anything, it's going to be the anime, because that's what I have to act in. If I study the manga's going to be different, and then it may skew how I perform something. Case in point, I haven't read the Hellsing manga. and that's important to me in a way. I mean, I'll probably read it eventually, but when we did the first TV series, I focused on that. Then when we did the OVA, I focused on the OVA because he's different in the OVA than he is from the TV series. And I wanted him to be true to that. And if I'd read the manga, then that might be throwing me off balance. So my first loyalty is to the show I'm working on, making sure that works as it is, without anything, you should be able to watch the show without having to read the manga. And so I want to make sure my performance is the same way. And then later I'll go read the manga.
Okay, I asked that because that kind of relates to the other question, but
Okay.
I can't ask this other question because you've never read manga.
I mean, I do read manga, I just don't read the manga on the shows that I'm working on usually.
Okay. And my second question was, if you could play any other character in Naruto, any other than the character originally performed as, what top 3 players would you want to do?
Well, see, now we're back to that thing of I don't like being miscast. And I wasn't sure where I fit in Naruto, you know, and the characters would come up and people would say, especially like villain characters, and they say, oh, that's a Crispin character, and I'd be like, okay, great, and then I wouldn't get cast. And I'd be like, huh, okay, well then, and then this character came up of Itachi. And Mary Elizabeth had all these little pins of the characters, like all the major characters, and she said, I've been waiting to give this pin to someone, and Crispin, it goes to you. And like, I didn't get it at first, because Itachi didn't say that much, until we started doing him, and I went, oh, I get it now. And then it was like, because he doesn't come in until pretty far into the series, and I didn't really have a big part in Naruto, and I was like, this is weird. And then when he came, I said, that's why I didn't get the parts earlier, because this guy's perfect for me. Yes, he's the dude. And so I was like, okay, great, I'm happy.
Thank you.
You bet.
Hello.
Hi.
I have 2 questions. One is, I know you said not to request voices, but I'd like to hear you do Matthias from Castlevania. Excellent, I've never spent a better night.
Okay.
I love that line.
God, that's a long time ago.
Yes.
Excellent. I've never spent a better night.
And the second is, might be able to say where you guys are in the recording process of Ultimate 5?
Ultimate 5.
Yes, the OVA.
Oh. There's like Ultimate Ninja Naruto, there's many ultimates. There are too many ultimates. I have not recorded 5. I don't know what the status is of 5. I don't know the status of anything. Honestly, I don't. Like, I was at Anime Expo, and a fan came up and said, hi, are you going to be in the new Slayers? And I said, I don't know. And then that night, they announced it, right? And then she came back the next day and said, liar, you knew. And you didn't say anything. And I was like, no, I didn't. I found that last night, just like the rest of you. I had no idea. So as an actor, I'm the last one to know. And they'll tell me that we're doing Hellsing 5, and I won't believe it, until they call me to schedule for the recording session, and then I won't believe it. Until I actually go in and record the voice, and then I won't believe it. Until they actually write me a check, and then I won't believe it until I cash it. Gotcha.
How you doing? I'm Anthony.
Hi,
I
Anthony.
was wondering, did you do voice acting for Soul Calibur 3 as Raphael?
Yeah, there's certain video games I cannot talk about. There's damn video game people, but if you enjoyed it, good.
Yeah, there was a lot of generic voices in that game. So,
Right. The one character I can say that I never played was Raphael. Everyone thinks I played Raphael in Soul Calibur, and it's so funny. It's like, nope, didn't do him. Play him all the time when I've got him on the game, but yeah, I never did his voice.
now what about the Hellsing the Dawn?
Hellsing Dawn?
Yes, the before story.
He doesn't know about
Yes.
Okay.
Refer to earlier questions. Yeah. I mean, I know of it, but I haven't read it.
Okay.
So.
Thank you.
You bet.
Hi, I'm Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
I was wondering, out of all the characters you've done, which one's your favorite?
It's usually a toss-up between Sume from Wolf's Rain and Prince Turnip from Howl's Moving Castle.
Hi,
Hi.
Hi.
Incidentally, my name is Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
And I love Shannon.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, I was really happy when I heard you were playing him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I was too.